There we go, all lined up. Which one would you choose? Wait a minute, what's he doing here?
So, we're just trying the Caravan and Motorhome Club site to see if we can just stop in, flash our membership card and get some water, because we've been told by lots of very kind people that they don't mind you doing that.
Apparently the Caravan Club doesn't support wild camping, so no, we won't let you empty your toilet.
Really?
Yeah. And had you said who you were, we wouldn't have let you take water either. So I said, I am a member. He said, oh no, unless you're booked in, you're not a member. So hopefully, somewhere there.
How many times we've looked at that screen going like, where
Stonehenge.
is it?
Yeah, we made it. So if you don't want to pay, what was it, £28 each?
£25, £24 from each. 50 quid.
Yeah, there's a free path that walks around it. As you can
Nice.
see, you can get pretty close to it.
It's not quite the same.
It's not quite the same as in like, blinking flies everywhere.
I don't get access to the tat shop though.
Oh no, I'm sure they'll let you in the tat shop for free.
Well, they won't because it's closed now, but
Oh well,
you know,
another
I'll
time.
have to go down the other end tomorrow.
But flies. I mean,
it's so sweaty that the flies are sticking to you instead of flying around you. So
yeah,
that's
it is
fun.
a hot day. It's like 38 degrees or something today, so. Yeah, so I've had the drone out this morning, got some shots over there, but what I really like is everyone's out in the vans already. It's only about 6 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, everyone's out watching the sunrise over the stones. I think it's really cool.
This is all right, isn't it, babe?
Oh yeah,
It's good.
do, isn't it?
I think so. Somebody else. Oh, hi, buddy. You got sweepies. Ah, he's such a lovely boy. This is still a one-pan meal. I'm using one pan to cook the delicious Naked Glory quarter-pounder burgers, which are amazeballs. And I'm using the one pan to cook them. And then this, anybody that knows me knows how much I love my gnocchi. That's what she said. And look, mini gnocchi with pecorino cheese. We did have this the other day. And I mean, you get an awful lot of it. You're kind of eating gnocchi forever. But wow, they were on special offer for 75p a packet. And my God, they're amazing. So all the salad out for me. My favourite Dijon mayonnaise from France. Bacon crumbles because I cannot be bothered cooking bacon. Crispy onion bits. And cheese. So a nice big vegetarian meal there, babe. So the thing I like most about these Naked Glory burgers is that they take like 8 minutes in a frying pan. And the gnocchi takes 5 minutes in a frying pan. Awesome stuff, and John's going to ruin it by putting, look, heathen, look. And I've got gherkin, so I'm a heathen as well.
Yep, dirty gherkins.
Dirty gherkins. Let's have a look at the inside of your burger, look. John, You appear to be stood in a puddle of water.
So we thought we would use the external shower attachment to shower Cooper, or rather just like
Cool him
soak him, cool him down. And since we did that, what happens now when we use any water outlet in the van? That.
Yeah, so if I run the tap in the kitchen,
it pees out that. If you run the tap in the toilet, pees out that. If you flush the toilet, pees out that. So for whatever reason, the thing that's gone in for the shower has pushed the attachment in, like a little ball cock valve or something. It's supposed to stop it doing that when it's not plugged in, and that won't release because obviously it's never been used, and good old dealer John's very cross, didn't bother checking it either. So now I've got to strip the van down, see if I can fix it. So we need to disconnect that, hopefully disconnect it from the other side and see what we can do with it. So just trying to get this nut off the back, there we go. So we can pull that out and then we can see then what's wrong with that. So all you've got in there is a little ball valve, and it sits against the rubber seal, and when you push the fitment in, so you can see it moving up and down like that. So it's just not sealing. Wherever it's supposed to come back to, it just isn't sealing. So it just needs cleaning out. We tried isopropanol, but that didn't work. So just going to jam it in here. Mandy's going to pour water in the top. I'm going to activate the valve at the bottom. And we'll see if we can clear it. Okay. See how that does now then.
yes!
We've only lost about, well, maybe 20 litres of water.
Yeah.
Because I was inside doing things. Basically, we just met a guy up here and he hasn't got a lot. So we raided all the stuff out of the van and he had no water. So I basically went inside and we've given him gallons and gallons of water. And I'm filling up his water jugs from the inside, and I didn't know that this was peeing out water on the outside. So
we absolutely have no idea about the water we gave away, but that.
Yeah, I came out and there's just a river everywhere, so we've sadly lost probably more water than we gave him.
Rock, paper, scissors for who gets a shower.
Share it with you.
Hey!
Right, put it back together.
Bazzing, man. I'll stop looking at the burst in the manual and have a little bit more faith, eh?
Have faith in me. She's looking at a manual and I'm saying 110% I know more than the manual about how this works.
I couldn't even find external shower in the manual, so that's how good that was.
Yeah.
But yay, Team John! John will fix it.
That's John's, what is it?
Fourth emergency service.
Yeah, not just electrical, you see.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, they. Yeah, man. Well, if you getting fat and get shot next, actually she tells people off.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
David! No!
So that's Squirrel, and yeah, he's the one we gave the stuff to where we actually found out this was going on.
Yeah, so just going to charge his phone for him. Yeah.
And he wanted to meet Cooper.
Bless him.
Right, so the big test now. Turn the pump on. I'm going to turn the tap on, see if water comes out. Wait there a minute.
No. No water.
No water.
Whoop whoop. I could hear it gurgling.
And? Yay!
Yay!
That's a little switch to turn the pump on. So outside you can connect that, turn the pump on, and then you dial that. Now for now, I'm not going to use the outside shower.
Nope.
It was a bit manky in there, but I'm going to clean this up. And then I'll probably order a spare one anyway.
Yeah.
Just so we've got a proper brand new one. I can fit that and then we'll start using the outside shower more.
Yeah.
But hey ho, the things you have to do on the road, eh?
Yeah, because we get to do that while Stonehenge is there. How cool. You know, if you're going to do it with a view.
Yeah. I think there's enough gunk behind there for now that I'd have to worry about sealing it back up. There's plenty on there. But yeah, happy about that.
Nice one. Well done, babe. It's one pan meal time, I think. It's very similar. It'd be like the same flavours, you know, it's like you make tomato pasta, you make creamy pasta, all the different things. However, this time we are going to eat smoked sausage, because it's nice. Gone for the reduced fat one. This is out of my COVID stack. So we're going to have smoky sausage with some sweet corn and some mushrooms. I've got some crispy bacon left over to chuck in there, so I'll chop that up and chuck it in. And then we're going to have that with pasta with some mustard powder, garlic and onion, and some tarragon, because I do like tarragon in a creamy sauce. To make the creamy sauce, I am going to put a couple of veggie stock cubes in with some hot water to cook the pasta, and then when that's done I'm going to stir in some Greek yogurt, which will make it into a creamy sauce. And then with all the herbs and things in, it won't taste sweet, it will taste nice and savoury, but we'll go through and should crisp up nicely. So when I'm slicing the sausage, I mean, this is what's left of the sausage that's come out. I like to slice it on the diagonal, you see there, because you get a bigger surface area, so when you fry it in the frying pan it goes nice and crispy. And so they're all sliced up. I've got to put some oil in the pan, quite level, you can see there. We'll get some oil in the pan, and because this is low fat sausage, it won't crisp up without a little bit of oil in it. They're looking good. Plonk mushrooms on top. This feels like I'm putting way too many mushrooms in, but they just turn into nothing, don't they, once they've cooked down a little bit. Getting nice and crispy on the other side, so I can start to mix the mushrooms in a little bit. Well, that's looking nice. Everything's sauteing down a little bit. Actually smells really good with the smoky sausage and the mushrooms and things. It will start soaking in, it starts getting the moisture from the steam and stuff, and all of that is just all the lovely flavours that are already in there. So it's just while I'm figuring out how much water to pop in there, so I'll just leave it in there for like that for a minute, maybe a tiny little bit more, but not that long. Let's stir around before I start thinking about putting the water in. So I'm just going to cover it up, doesn't have to cover it all, because I will keep stirring it round. Got some salt, some pepper, some Portuguese granules, I think it was, garlic, and that one is onion. Tarragon, which is lovely with the creamy sauce, I find. Mustard powder. I must admit, I do love these tins that you get your mustard powder in. This is an Aldi veggie stock cube. I do like veggie stock cubes purely because they don't overwhelm. It just gives you like a nice flavour that goes with it, and it doesn't overwhelm the flavour of your dish. 2 of those. Big mix up in there. I missed the chopped smoky bacon, so I'll just plonk that in and put the lid on, and then I'll leave that for probably about 20 minutes. Right, so let's check this out. So that's getting a little bit dry in there, a little bit more water in. The trick with the water is to not put too much in, because you don't, I mean, unless you like a really runny sauce, but because I'm not using anything like corn flour or anything like that to thicken it up, then you need to kind of keep it so it's not particularly sloppy when it's done, because there's still going to be sweet corn going in, and there's still going to be the Greek yogurt going in, so you don't want too much, otherwise it'll be too wet. Okie dokie, so let's have a look at that. Another bit of a stir through. You don't need to watch me burn my mouth on a piece of pasta, but let's see. Oh yep, that's done. Tastes nice too. So I'm going to turn the heat off now, because what I don't want is for the Greek yogurt to split. So just a little tin of sweet corn going in there, and mix that round, and the residual heat that's in here will work a treat. So I'll start off with a nice big spoonful, just over stir it around. If you do think when you put your herbs and spices and things in that that it's a bit over seasoned, don't worry about it, because the Greek yogurt So I pulled out another one of those spoons there. The Greek yogurt really does cream it all up, and it dials it down. Excuse me while I'm licking my spoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the lid back on, so that warms it without too much. The burner is off, there's no heat going to this pan, and that will just warm that through so I don't serve it cold. Sorry about the dog panting in the background, of course. Wouldn't be right without the soundtrack of Cooper. Apart from the copious amounts of carbs and things, there's nothing particularly unhealthy in here. So I'd say that's a good sign. Mandy's saying, "I've made too much food." Ha 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 ha. That one is going in the books for a regular, I think. And then that's literally everything out of a cupboard and nothing out of the fridge at all. Which, I think in van life, can only be a good thing. Try it. Let me know what you think.
Another epic little sunset at Stonehenge. But yeah, Cooper's enjoying it now. His belly's all sorted now. It's nice and cool. Good boy. So, time to leave Stonehenge. I had a good couple of days actually. So we saw Ash and CJ the other day. Had a couple of days with them. Marie was there as well. There we go, all lined up. Which one would you choose? Had a nice little pub lunch and everything with them. Everyone's doing all right. But yeah, him and CJ totally on form. Marie as well. It's just cracking time. And then yeah, we just had a couple of days down at Stonehenge. Really, really, really cool vibe down here.
We've been busy. We've had a lovely time. We finally managed to get to the drones at Stonehenge, which was far less busy than I was expecting. I thought as soon as it opened, everybody would be back there. There was a few people, and it did get busy and quiet, but it still wasn't packed. So we spent a couple of nights there, and it was fantastic. We bumped into Angela, Fire Angel, I think she's on YouTube. We've not seen for ages, and she was really well. And we bumped into a couple of other people who have watched our YouTube. So is it Jay and Ian, I think, who we saw, who were both, them and their families, wonderful. So it was lovely to have a nice chat with them. And we got John and Tash to come up and meet us, because they were going relatively past it anyway, so they came and spent the second night with us, which was absolutely fantastic. They were a right blast with them. And we managed to go and have a walk around the free bit of Stonehenge, because I can think of lots of things I could do with almost £50 that isn't walking around the stones about 6 metres closer than I was anyway. And everybody knows I'm a big skinflint, so there you are. So we left there and we went to that white horse on a hill. No idea what it's actually called. And to be honest with you, as much as it was lovely, I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't chalk. I expected it just to be this big chalk horse, like the bloke with the big penis thing, because he's made of chalk. I've been there, and it is, they do the upkeep well enough. I think they might have to paint it every now and again to keep it nice and white, but this was made of concrete, which was a little bit disappointing. But there were loads of paragliders there, and John and Tash had kind of joined us to go to that bar as well, and it was lovely. Loads of people milling around, kites and stuff, so yeah, that was lovely. And then from there we said bye to John and Tash and ended up in Tewkesbury. because every time we're going anywhere near there, I have to pop in and see my dad and my stepmom. So we had a lovely night in Tewkesbury, and then met them for breakfast this morning. So that's been lovely, getting to see and have a socially distanced chat. We've got to be ever so careful with those two because they are a bit, only a little bit immune compromised. So we do sit well far away from them, and no hugs, which is the most difficult part, I think, of everything, is the no hugs. But it's been lovely, they're absolutely wonderful. And now we're off to Wales, Snowdon?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Somewhere around there. Mid Wales, so we're going to go and spend a few days sort of driving through there, and then we'll go and see John's mum and dad too. So it's going to be fab.
So this is where we spent last night, and when we arrived it looked a lot different than it looks now. We had some epic thunderstorms last night, really loud thunder, and a wonderful lightning display. And this morning it's all foggy. Yeah, last night nothing but lightning show, and then massive claps of thunder. And then probably, I don't know, every 20 claps of thunder, torrential rain came with it. So yeah, Cooper needed his little thunder jacket on. Fortunately we got all the video editing done and stuff uploaded, because one of the lightning strikes took out the local cell tower, so we had no phone reception, which is nice, you know, no phones buzzing or anything like that. It only came on about half an hour ago, so I've been reading your comments of the video and replying to them. One says, oh, they're probably having a lie-in. We do like a lie-in, but only till about 8. It's just that we had no phone reception this morning to see how well the video was doing. So I hope you all liked the special on Cooper. Really like doing that one, it's a bit of fun. I know it's not like the most popular thing, I know a lot of you are not interested in dogs or whatever, but for those of you who are, I hope you've really appreciated it. And now and again you have to make a video for, you know, a few people, like Mandy's cooking videos. I know not all of you appreciate the cooking videos, but some of you do, so now and again we'll make little videos like that. So we had a few vans with us last night. Some of them are gone now. I think some leave really early in the morning if they're travelling. One there, that was there, and then this tiny little one there, a Suzuki Carry, Bedford Rascal, that kind of thing. Little micro camper, which is really cool. Not any issues so far of camping while camping in Wales, so maybe it's just the coastal areas. Try and stick away from them as best we can anyway. And yeah, no issues at all so far. So beautiful Wales is open to nice people as far as we can see. Come and see it. Lovely. Even if it is misty, it's still lovely. Bit rough this morning.
Why?
Not for too much of that, just for the fact that thunderstorms again, and incessant rain, and like parked slightly under trees. It was the only spot we could get.
Yeah, and then every time it stopped raining, we're like, oh, it stopped raining. Drip, 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 drip.
And it was actually a pub stopover. What's it called? The Bryn Tyrion,
brilliant pub.
Yeah, wonderful. We actually went there the very day that the house sale went through, and we came all the way down here and we stayed overnight, so we thought, right, just try it out again. Lovely food, so if you're ever near the Bala area, do check them out.
Yes.
Hopefully this one won't be 45 minutes long. I did get the feedback from last week that while some of you liked it, the majority were saying it is too long.
Yeah.
So I will try and keep it down to around the 25-ish mark. But maybe we do a 2-part video.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe do.
We just record so much stuff, and so much stuff goes on. You see, so
yeah,
it's difficult.
That's it. And we get so excited that we can actually do stuff now. So it's like,
It is cool. Right, well, thank you very much for watching,
Yes.
and thank you for all your lovely comments and feedback.
Absolutely.
And
Every single comment is
Yes.
appreciated.
Oh,
like you
yes.
wouldn't believe.
And we do read
every single
everyone.
one of them.
Yeah, we do. So, take care. Hope you all had a good week, and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.